It's on to the AHA quarterfinals for the Colonials, who swept Holy Cross here at the Army Island Sports Center last weekend. I'm Matt Gajtka with head coach Derek Schooley. The Bentley Falcons are up next in a road trip out to Waltham, Massachusetts. Coach, it's been 4 straight one-goal victories. What a time for a winning streak. But dating back 8 games, it's been down to the final 2 minutes or so. Empty nets, a tie thrown in there as well. All these close games. Why has your team handled those so well lately?
Well, I think we're playing with a lot of confidence right now. We're doing the things that make us successful. We've had the opportunities to close out games. We struggle a little bit with it against Mercyhurst, but found a way. And the last 3 since then, we've closed out our last games, and obviously 1-goal victories that make it exciting on the fans. But I've probably lost 5 years off my life, that's for sure. But I really believe that we're playing well at the right time, unbeaten in 5 and a 4-game winning streak. I'd rather do it now than in December or January and be struggling now.
Well, one thing that stands out to me from just looking at the box scores, watching the games against Holy Cross, contributions from all 4 classes. Nick Lalonde scores the game-winning goal. Nick Percusic, sophomore, has a couple of points. Of course, Francis Murat, outstanding in net, and Alex Tonge gets a big penalty shot goal here on Saturday in Game 2. How significant is that to you to see that come together at the end of the season?
Well, we're getting contributions from everybody. You shut down one guy, another guy steps up. And that's what a sign of a good team, and that's why we've got a little bit of a streak going. And different people are stepping up. Justin Adamo had a little streak going. Nick Percusic was outstanding in the playoffs. And then you had Alex Tonge, who scored a hat trick against Mercyhurst, came with a big penalty shot goal. And we've played in this past series. We played all 8 of our defensemen. So all 8 defensemen contributed to the victory, and that shows you the depth that we have in this hockey team right now.
You only saw Bentley in one series this year. They came into the island and won a couple of games here. What gave you trouble about the Falcons, or was it maybe more about what you guys brought to the table in that series?
Well, they came with a tremendous work ethic. They brought it, and we took it, and we need to increase our work ethic. We're a different team now than we were then. And we just need to believe that we are there, and we need to believe in ourselves, because that was a pretty good hockey team that we saw here against Holy Cross in the white uniforms, and now we need to go on the road and do it in red.
Now, lastly, for those of us who can't relate, what's it like to coach in a couple of games like it was this past weekend, where every play, every bounce of the puck means something, whether it be early in the first period or down the stretch in the third period?
Well, that's playoffs, and every play matters. You've got to make sure that everything you do, you don't want to have something that happens in the first period come back and bite you. And every play matters, and you got to make sure that the guys understand that. You got to make sure that guys work that hard and back check every play, block every shot. And that's the difference between winning and losing in the playoffs.
Well, there you have it. It's the most wonderful time of the hockey year. You can follow the coverage of the Colonials as they go on the road. As I mentioned, best-of-3 series against Bentley, trying to advance to the AHA semis. Going to be a tough task against the number 2 Falcons. And we'll see if the Colonials are up to it. RMUcolonials.com is where you can find all your coverage.